Hello all, and welcome back to another edition of the Timmy Show. And today we're going to do another Ikoria draft. And I've done quite a few of these, and I find it fun to do. And I hope you guys are enjoying the spoiler season from Core Set 2021. And we had a spirited debate on Messenger this morning on Naomi, who is Teferi's daughter, and is a new legendary creature that when it enters the battlefield, return target creature to its owner's hands. The debate we had and was on evoke creatures. Can you save an evoke creature from its ability with her? And according to some of the rulings we found online, that is possible. I was on the belief that you could not do that. But on some of the rulings we found, you can actually do that with the stack. And so that morphed later in the day when I started looking at it. I started reading some of the articles on online with Reddit and some of the other things. And some of the guys that are pro players are talking about being able to do that ability on Euro coming in. And just like the evoke creatures, yes, you would be able to do that. And that's going to pose or create a problem, I think, with standard. In effect, I think it's going to wind up either itself getting banned or Euro getting banned. Seeing that Euro is in standard without seeing a ban so far, I would suggest maybe the newer card would get banned because, and the way I look at it is, it affects Euro right now, but later down the line, when newer sets come out, are they going to have as much powerful cards come in it as Euro is, or something similar to that fashion? So if she has the ability to do the same with him as another card that's going to come out, maybe in Zendai Core, I could see where she would get the ban and not the other. But that poses another thing too about the play level of these sets coming out with so much power in it. I was a big Garuda fan, and I built many decks with Garuda in Modern, Pioneer, and Standard. And I spent a lot of tickets online to build these decks. I actually spent some real money and ordered some stuff from online. And so with me doing that, and then they came out with the ban the next week, it kind of sucked because here I am getting packages in with deck pieces that I'm going to build for Garuda. Now it kind of makes Garuda a non-playable deck. Anytime, like for Modern, it was really good because you you were able to withstand a Thought Seize. It didn't hit Garuda, or Thought Eraser didn't hit Garuda. Now with the nerf to the card of 3 mana and then bring it to your hand, and not even at instant speed, it's sorcery speed, they can still hit it with those discard spells. So now it makes, to me, that deck unplayable, makes everything it just makes companions unplayable to me. Maybe not some of your smaller ones, like Zerta or the one I like to call Lazarus. Um, for your older formats and stuff like that, that's fine, or even in standard, it's okay. But like for your bigger ones like Garuda or any one of the ones that cost 5 mana or up, it's just really the 3 mana is just outrageous to put on there, and it kind of just bans those cards to me. So I spent some money for Garuda stuff, and I'm not going to build Garuda now. So I guess it just becomes card fodder in my binders, just chaff to trade off to get some other stuff I might want. But that really hurt. So I think the power levels they're making with these decks, and they know what cards are going to be banned. Like when Magic makes a set, they have playtesters that playtest these cards beforehand. Is it the playtesters that are just failing to inform like the community? Like these cards are too powerful for the community, and we need to rail it back a little bit and make them better or whatnot. But I'm not quite sure. But I do know if they have playtesters, they should know these cards are ultra powerful, and they're coming out, and it's just too much. They're going to get banned. So instead of the week after telling us that after it comes out in Paper Magic, instead of telling us, hey, we're banning Garuda or nerfing the companion mechanic, they should have said, well, they should have banned it from the get-go, like right when the set started. That we playtested this card, it was too good. We're nerfing the mechanic for this, and that's what should have been done instead of waiting this long and people investing a lot of money into this. And Magic is becoming really bad for this with bannings and stuff. Is they're going in and their Magic players are spending a lot of money. Within a week to 2 weeks, they see a card banned, and so now you just spent $100, $200 on a set of cards, and it's banned, and you can't play it, and that really hurt. And I played Field of the Dead decks throughout the summer when it first came out, and it had a good window. It lasted quite a bit, few months, and I was able to play with it. So that banning hurt me less. I didn't like it, but I understood it, and I got some time to play with my deck. But with these newer ones, they're banning it within a week of paper coming out. People already pre-ordered all this stuff, and it's not worth it anymore. So just like some of your other cards, like Throne of Eldraine and Oko, and you spent $200 on a set of Oko, and you can't play it no more. Those cards should be banned from the start. Like they either should not be made, or they ban it right when it's going to start. That card's going to be broken off the chain. Oko, everybody knew it. Like as soon as, and that was what's really funny about it is field decks kind of competed against Oko decks, and when they banned field, everybody went to Oko, and that's what made that card ridiculous. All right, we're starting the draft now. So we got a Triome to start things off. We got a Sprite Dragon, a Cunning Night Bonder, a Void Beckoner, and it's a pretty strong pack. And I think we might try what's this one? Mountains, Plains, Swamp. I think I actually like Void Beckoner, especially if you could get the recursion spells. Let's go ahead and let's take Void Beckoner, and we get another Triome. And so this is actually a really good mutator. I don't know how mutator is. It's kind of I'm not going to say a terrible mechanic, but you're relying on it to hit one certain creature on the board. We're going to go ahead and take that. Okay. Wolf Bear is really good, especially if you have a few humans around. Also like the Heron. Frostlink is always an all-star, but that's putting us into another color. I think we're just going to go with the Wolf Bear here. And wow, another Void Beckoner and another Recluse. I think I'm just going to take another Recluse. I guess if we're going this route, I guess Ram Through is a good card here. And oh wow, I actually like Hunted Nightmare. We're going to take it. Well, we got counters in our deck now, but I think for us, I think Pathfinder is a really good card to, if we want to branch out into another color. I haven't seen that quite yet. Blitzleech, to me, is really good for us. I guess Suffocating Fumes for the cycle ability, but I don't know. We'll put it in a sideboard right now. So we got to ram through for one bit of a removal, and it's kind of not hardcore removal. Void Beckoner kind of gives us removal too if we cycle it. What I'm really looking for is like a Back to More or the other black card to recur maybe a Void Beckoner early on. But it's not starting off too bad. And if you just use this morph ability just on one creature, the upside is still really good. You get counters on it. So, and so far we don't have any humans, so we can really morph on anything. I do like this card, especially if you're able to play it out early enough and they don't have a creature out. Really puts them in a tough corner. Plus it's got menace too, so it, you know, it could get in there. Even if you do put a death counter on one of their creatures, they have to have two to do it. So that's actually a really good card. And we're waiting for some other drafters to pick. But yeah, I mean the standard format, the sets keep getting more powerful and more powerful, and I don't know where it's ever going to end. So on here, I think the debate would be between Fully Grown and Deadweight, but I'm just going to put Deadweight in the sideboard for now while we fill out the rest of our deck and see if we could get more hardcore removal. -2 is okay, but it's not. It's kind of like Ram Through. It's conditional. Okay, I think we're going to take Dark Bargain. And actually, it's a really good card. Look at the top three. And, I guess we'll put that one in the sideboard, but we'll take another one. Put two of them in your hand, the other into the graveyard, and it deals 2 damage to you. So, like with the Back to More, you can draw 2 cards, pitch a Void Beckoner in the graveyard if you wanted to, and on the next turn recur it. I hadn't seen any of those cards yet. And we'll see if we could get some. None of the triomes came back through, so somebody obviously picked those up. Um, and typically for my bot, I would, my trade bot, I would take the triomes, but trying to do a video on how I would want to draft. So here, I think we'll let the human through. Take that, and then we'll take that. And the reason I took the mana is because maybe we need to branch into red depending on another card we get, and that would be decent mana for that to happen. Like that. I want to play that. I also want to play the Starks, but this card is ridiculous for draft. But this card is also ridiculous. This pack is a really good pack. I mean, it's got a foil Crusher, Starks, and I've Starxed into a Void Beckoner before, and that's a beautiful thing. But you also got Sea Dasher, Remembrance, wow, Ram Through, Great Horn, and we're just gonna take. I'm gonna take that, and we're gonna play that. And instead of taking Evolving Wilds, I think I'm just gonna take Forefinder. And wow, I'm gonna take another Crusher. What's better than one Crusher? How about two? All right. I think really not a lot of exciting stuff. I mean, now that we're playing red, you could take that, but I think our pick would be a dead weight. I'm just gonna take the Jungle Hollow. We only got 2 evolvers right now. Mysterious Egg is kind of not in the question. I am going to take this mold just in case I see something come back. That's and we'll take that. That's in our colors. If I could get some recursion, I'll take the mold, and put it in main board. But I hadn't seen that yet, so. But yeah, the Quartzwood Crusher is just a really good magic card for draft. A 6/6 for 5 mana, and when it deals it damage with the Trampler. And I guess that's something we need to start looking for too. Is a few more that trample over. We got Manache, but we don't have trample. And the mole has trample, so we'll see what happens. This is actually really good. Decent removal. Repeat. Repeat. I don't even know how to really pronounce it, but I think I'm just gonna take that for removal. And I could show any one of our high-end cards and kill something. And I don't know if nobody's in white. Why is there a Dire Tactics still in the pack? And I think I'm just going to take Deadweight when I probably should have just taken Dire Tactics, but that puts us in another color. Really don't want to be put in another color. Okay, so Great Horn came back and a Ram Through came back, but I think for us, Great Horn is the pick. And then the Void Beckoner is the pick. And then I'll put a Mole in the sideboard. Liger in the sideboard. We're not playing that. Now, the 2 moles might come in effect. If pack 3 gives us a recursion spell, I'll take that and put it in the side. Put that in the side. That might be main deckable for us. But if we could get it back to more, those moles are coming in. I'm really starting to like, oh wow. Three or greater. So we could use it as our companion if we cut Ram through. Heartless Act is another one that's a really, really good card. It's removal. But we're going big. Another Ram through. I'm not so keen on us playing this as our companion. I mean, we can. You won't be able to run the ram throughs, but I mean, a ram through at this point is better for us than anything I see on the board. I mean, a blitz leech, yes. A boot napper's okay. I'm just gonna take the ram through here. And I don't think we're going to get any recursion spells in this. But holding up hope, but I don't think so now. Look, another Void Beckoner and nothing else. This is actually a very, very good magic card. But we're just going to take another Void Beckoner. Oh man, we're not getting... Just going to take high-end stuff and see what we can do. I think we'll take a crystal. I don't think we'll run it. And actually, I'm going to move that to the side right now. We're going to take this because it works with our Quartzwood. We're going to take Rugged Highland. We'll take Wilt for sideboard removal for artifacts if they're playing one. We'll take Plummet for sideboard flyer removal. And I think I'm going to put a crystal in. And remove one Void Beckoner to the sideboard. Because we are a higher end deck. We'll put that in there just for redundant removal. Fully Grown might actually be a card we can play. Fully Grown gives trample to help out our tramplers. And I think we just move the boar to the sideboard and play Fully Grown. And we got another crystal. And this crystal is black-green. and our colors. Cycle 2. So we're going to be playing that. We're going to be playing jungle. We're going to be playing caves. Deadweights I think we'll keep in the sideboard for now. So we got 2 ram throughs, a charge for removals type stuff. Blitz Leech is sort of removal. Void Beckoners to play a removal spell. I think we just moved that to the sideboard. Add our lands. Let's see what we got. We're gonna change our blue to a black. It's gonna give us 1, 2, 6 for black, and a 4 finder can get it, so up to 7. And then red mountains, we got 3, 4, 5, 6, up to 8 ways to get it out. And then green, of course, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, up to 11 ways to get that out. Okay. I think that's okay in that format. We're going to save this. So we're running 40 cards, 17 lands, 17 creatures, 6 others. We have deadweights in the sideboard along with fumes, maybe for humans. Plummet for flyers, wilt and barrier against those. I wanted to play the moles. We didn't get any recursive spells, so that hurts in a little bit. So, all right, let's go ahead and play a match. All right. One to die roll. I will play first, and we have a 1-land hand with a crystal and a 4 finder. We'll mulligan that. Wow. 7 cards and no lands? What is going on? Ned the Fish. We're going to have to mulligan that again. Alright, we're going to keep, and then we're going to have to put 2 on the sideboard. I mean, put 2 on the bottom. Wow. So I think we'll put Sandworm on the bottom. Oh, I should have. Oh, I can't redo that, can I? Or can I? No. And I think I just want to say put both recyclers at the bottom. That might be wrong. I don't know. Gain life and we'll pass the turn. I'm hoping maybe to get Haunted Nightmare out. But the way things are going, and do not know. We need a black swamp basic to be able to play that. If they don't play anything. And they do not. Of course, that could mean they have like Essence Scatter or something in hand. Oh, we'll play it tapped. See what they do. Oh, they're a cycle deck. That's fine. Or are they a cycle deck? They do not play, so they might have counter in hand. Let's run it out there and see what they do. I'm sure they're going to counter it. Will they counter the Hunted Nightmare coming in? Or they could flash in a creature, I guess, if they have it. Counter it. Oh, they're Shark Typhooning. Okay. So they get a 1/1 to my 5/4. Okay. I'm okay with that. Totally okay. Actually ran through, that basically, it deals on my creature's power, so they can't do anything about that anyways. Okay, spear. So we know we need to probably bring in, seeing that they have 2 enchantments, basically, we probably need to bring that in. Fully grown, okay. Well, I think for us, we just gotta cast something and get it out. And now we're actually in line for a Crusher to come down with what we got, so. And I got the mana to play both of those on Great Horn if they play something, yeah, like that. I could just get rid of that. He's holding it up. And there we go. So if I ram through that and I swing and they block, I'll be able to kill both, I think. But I think I'm just, while he's tapped out, I'm just going to play the Crusher and get it down. And then he has to answer that card. I could have basically got rid of their board, but this will kind of do it too. What do you got? All 6 mana. Okay. What do you have for 6 mana? Okay. 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 We're going to have to unfortunately, or we could do it on this one. And that's fine too, maybe. Wait a minute. If I do it on this, it's 6, swing in. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I gotta get rid of his creature. So we're gonna do that. Then we're gonna get rid of that. And we're just gonna pass turn on that. And might even block with the Great Horn if necessary. Okay, makes that thing flying. Yes, you got it fine. Alright, so he's gonna fly in. If we don't get anything off the top, we basically lose. Any cycles? Yeah. So we need to get a ram through off the top. And we don't. But that's got reach. So that works too. So we're gonna swing in with our big dinosaur. We get reach and 2 counters. And he's gonna counter it? Yeah, okay. So we're gonna bring in some stuff. We're gonna bring in some stuffy stuff. Alright. Our ram throughs were okay. I'm gonna remove this. Wait, okay, so we need to bring in breach and wilt. So I am gonna remove the charge. And dark bargain. We could bring in the plummet. But I don't think flying overall was our problem, especially when we got the ram throughs. And plus, if we were able to get rid of that stuff, I think that's fine. So we're going to go ahead and go again with those in a deck. I think us mulling down to 5 actually put us back a good bit. But every card I did play, we really needed, so he's probably moving out of his enchantment package, but this has cycle, which is fine, and this has cycle, so it's basically just bringing in more cyclers anyways, so that doesn't hurt us. So we're going to play first again. Hopefully we can keep a hand and 2 lands. It's a very iffy hand. I mean, we can't play until... I'm just going to mulligan that. Okay, this is a better hand and one that we can keep. I'm going to put 1 mountain on the bottom. And you can say, well, I get rid of that and get rid of the crystal, but I think we'll get more land, and the crystal's actually a turnable play, so we'll keep it. Okay, so if they take a turn off and they play something on their turn 3, we'll be able to turn 5 that, which is okay. And we'll play that, and I guess we could play the Recluse just to give us a presence on the ground. I don't know if they'll counter it or not. I'm sure that's what they have in their hand. I think we're just going to get it out. Okay, they're not going to do anything. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's fine. So now they're tapped out with that. I'm going to go ahead and play. Actually, let's see what they do. Do they block and we can leech in? We'll see. They do not. So I'm able to cast our Rumbler Rambler. Get out there. So they could play Spear here, and I'm still fine with that. It's still on the board, and that doesn't hurt me, so that's fine. And we're one shy of Beckoner coming down, so I think we're gonna keep it right here. Okay, he's gonna come down right now. Okay, cycles, yeah. Mm-hmm. So I'm sure he's holding on to maybe a counter spell, but we're gonna find out. He doesn't do anything. Okay, that's kind of different. And we're just going to hold pattern here, because if he's holding on to a bunch of counter spells, we're going to play the leech. If he doesn't want to swing in, we're still going to play the leech anyways. If he counters it, he counters it. We're trying to get another land, and we're going to play a Void Beckoner and see what he can do to avoid Beckoner. Shark Typhoon, sure. He taps out to play that. And as he taps out to play that, we're just going to cast a Void Beckoner. Okay. Yeah. No, it doesn't have, yeah, we're going to block that. It doesn't have the, oh, trampoline. So we're just gonna play another one. Cast. If one's not good enough, two might be good enough. Okay. Yep. And none of my enchantment removals are coming down or anything, so that's very, very nice. Okay. Sure. Okay, we can't let it go untapped, but that'll leave us 4 mana. Okay. That's not flying. So the other one is. Okay. Oh, it's 4 flying in the air. We can't even do anything about that. Well, we can. We're gonna pass turn here. I could bleach in, he could counter it, and that's whatever. I mean, yeah. Oh, lost to a cheesy deck, man. All right, here we go. Let's see if we could. Let's see if we could get a more favorable match. Maybe our deck is just weak. I don't know. Ugh. We're gonna keep this hand and see where we can go. Jungle Hollow. Okay. full of boot nappers. That's fine. You know what's really good against a boot napper? Is a good old forefinder. Cast that. And I think here, he kind of took a turn off, so we'll just cast the old crystal, and that will give us mana for Quartzwood. Okay. We're gonna kind of trick him into trying to play something, so we can go ahead and pound in with that. Play our Quartzwood and pound in with the that card, because it has trample, unless he kills it, and he doesn't. So okay, so we're gonna have some good shenanigans. Like I said, what's better than one Quartzwood but a second Quartzwood? We're gonna play the foily one. And we're gonna swing with that. And he does not block. And I get a dinosaur. And I'm going to play the next Quartzwood, and we're going to get an even more significant swing on him. Yeah. And that's fine. He could kill the Quartzwood. Only that he has to deal with the second Quartzwood coming down. That's a lot of damage coming through. He's got that stupid parrot, but it's gonna be hurting. And I guess we could have probably built a deck like that. I didn't see any. I don't know. I was getting our cards so fast. I wasn't looking at the old Porca Parrot. But yeah, that's a card and a deck. So if he has hardcore removal and that, it's gonna be bad times for us. Each opponent sacks a creature. That's fine. I was gonna say a ram through would be really good. Okay. Did we? Oh, it's one more. Sorry. He still had to. I don't know why he could have. He could have still killed it. And it. Okay, I don't know why he gave up at that point, but I think our changeouts are going to be. I'm going to move that out, and I'm definitely going to bring in some dead weights now, because killing that to get his stuff off the field is a big deal for us. So I think even the crystal did us. It actually. Oh, we can move Dark Bark, and I'll bring in that other one. And also, suffocating fumes is really decent for us too. I think I'm going to do that. I want to move the leech in and bring that in. And we're going to have some ways to deal with him bringing in all those things. And this is a good hand to keep. We'll keep. Okay. I don't care so much about that one. But if he plays one of the boot nappers, I'm going to dead weight it. He does not. Okay. It's like he's turned into a just a totally morph deck now. And just because he's done that, I'm just gonna dead weight that. He hasn't played a boot napper yet. Some creatures in our deck would be really nice. Okay, so we got the Quartzwood. Okay, so he's maybe has counter in hand. If he taps out, I'm playing Quartzwood, but he did not. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to lead out with this and see what he does. Okay, so he went ahead and countered that, which I'm okay with. It gives us a draw, but the Quartzwood is what we really need on the battlefield to begin with. And now he's tapping out to, okay. And that's fine. And I'll discard one of our forests. Discard a land. Super sweet. And you're flying 4. Yeah. And we're going to play Quartzwood. Get him out there. I don't know if he has removal. He may very well have removal, but if he keeps stacking this, and that's fine, I could just pitch the other land. But getting maybe a recluse out there and then fully grown in it on one turn, that's also very, very good too. Okay, returns that to my hand. Okay. Okay. We'll play that. And we'll play it out again. And we'll simply pass. Okay, pacifism. That's still perfectly fine because it's still on the battlefield. Okay, we'll play that. We'll go ahead and cast that out. He did not counter it, so that's okay. And we'll pass turn here. And if we're able to put fully grown on that reach one, it'll be good. Oh, it's got Minache. Okay, never mind. He's got it. I forgot that that thing has Minache. So, all right. It looks like I don't know. I don't know if he took those out or not. But considering that he played pacifism, I'm more in line to maybe play that and keep the dead weights in. Okay, we're gonna go like that. Yes, we'll play first. No lands. Ooh, mulligan that. And we'll keep that. We'll keep, and we'll put, I guess maybe Gator Sandworm on the bottom. Yeah, okay. This is, I don't know. Not really too good for us. Evolving Wilds, okay. He'll do the turn. He didn't play a Swampy, so you didn't get to play. That's fine. Okay, so if we could get another mountain, we could play Quartz and hold up Ram for any kind of shenanigans he might play. And that's fine too. Please give me a mountain. Mountain, please. No, fully grown. That does not help the cause. Oh, we're in some trouble. Okay, we're going to have to cycle that card. And maybe we should have held it up for next turn, but if he has a stupid parrot, it's going to do it anyways, so. But if we could untap without him playing the parrot, then we could ram through. But knowing him, he's got the parrot in hand, and that's going to hurt us really bad. But if he plays the parrot and allows us to untap without him killing our thing and then taps in response, then that's better. But I don't know if that's going to happen or not. Okay, now that really stings. Okay. So we need a mountain off the top. And we don't. We get a breach. Oh, this is becoming hysterically bad for us. Wow. We're dying. Oh, we're gonna die. Oh, we're gonna die. And we finally get it, and it's way, way too late. We're going to cast it out there like we're doing something. And we're going to die. Alright guys, well, that ends that. 0-2. Not the best in the world, but anyways, I had fun building the deck, but did not meet the criteria we needed. And we lost really, really bad. But alrighty guys, hope you enjoyed, and even though it was on 0-2, we'll try to do another draft a little bit later, and we'll go from there. But alrighty guys, I hope you enjoyed, and you guys take care and have a great weekend.